All right, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen? And this is the 24 greatest world champions in the history of boxing. Last time, guys, we did the greatest heavyweight boxers of all time, but now we're coming down from cruiserweight and right down to the bottom weight class, the minimum weight division. These are 24 of the greatest. Now, technically, guys, I spun a wheel to put one from 24, which are actually handpicked by random number generators, to District 1 and District 12, and they start out as this. In District 1, we have Pong King Pech and Roberto Duran. We have Marvin Hagler and Benny Leonard, with Henry Armstrong and Ricardo Lopez next to them. We have Emil Griffith and Wilfred Benitez. Michael Carbajal with Parnell Whitaker. We have Sugar Ray Robinson and Ruben Olivares. We have Barney Ross with Sandy Sadler, followed by Carlos De Leon and Sugar Ray Leonard. Mark Archie Moore and Tony Canzarelli with Carlos Monzon and Thomas Hearns. Or I accidentally spelled it Hears without an N, but it's Hearns. We have Willie Pep and Julio Cesar Chavez with Fighting Harada and Salvador Sanchez. So with that being said, guys, let's begin. The tributes stand on the podium. The horn sounds. Benny Leonard runs away from the cornucopia. Sugar Ray Robinson finds a canteen full of water. Sandy Sadler runs away, followed by Tony. Fighting Harada finds a bow and some arrows in a quiver. Roberto Duran grabs a backpack and retreats while Emil runs away, followed by Henry, Wilford, and Archie, Michael, Ruben, Carlos, another Carlos, and Pernell Whitaker catches a first aid kit. And of course, Sanchez, Lopez run away. King Pech takes a sicko from inside the cornucopia. Barney runs away. Marvin grabs a sword while Thomas runs away. Everyone is running away. I guess there'll be no fatalities in this competition. Until now, Ruben discovers a cave and Marvin Hagler sets off an explosion, taking out Roberto Duran, Wilfred Benitez, and Willie Pep. Man, what a way to start off competition there. The bloodbath had 0 fatalities, but man, they were really set up for this competition, I'll tell you that. And instead of punching with gloves, they might have other weapons to deal with. Michael goes hunting while Benny collects fruit from a tree. Harada makes a wooden spear. Sugar Ray Robinson chases Ricardo Lopez while Emil searches for a water source, followed by Tony. Barney runs away from Sandy. Archie receives a hatchet. Chavez discovers a cave while these two work together, and Carlos steals from Henry while he isn't looking. King Pitch receives water while Sugar Ray thinks about home. Carlos tracks down and kills Salvador Sanchez, which is considered one of the greatest Mexican boxers of all time. And there we go, guys. The first 4 cannon shots are out, and only 20 more players are left. Come to night 1, Marvin Hagler goes to sleep while Pernell Whitaker bashes Pone King Petch in the head with a mace. Tony tries to sing himself to sleep while Ruben, Chavez, and Harada cheerfully sing songs together. Carlos and Archie and Sandy discuss the game, what might happen in the morning. It is the first day after all. And Ricardo stabs Michael while his back is turned. Fun fact, guys, even though Ricardo Lopez is the minimum weight and light flyweight champion, Michael is considered as the 4-time light flyweight champion in the 90s. So, considering we never saw these two box together or boxed in a professional fight, well, they did met their ends in the Hunger Games, so can't say much about that. Yeah. Too bad we never got to see those two fight. Anyway, Leonard sees a fire but stays hidden. Armstrong cooks his food before putting the fire out, and Robinson thinks about winning. Leonard receives medical supplies. Griffith receives a hatchet. Carlos receives fresh food. And Thomas begs for Barney to kill him because, well, I don't know why, but still, Ross refuses, keeping Hearns alive. Anyway, Reuben fishes. Archie injures himself. Thomas tries to sing himself, sleep through the entire day. I meant sweep. Tony makes a swing shot. Griffith receives medical supplies, while Parnell tries to sleep through the entire day. Ross receives medical supplies. And Lopez and Hagler work together for the day. Sadler and Leonard hunt for other tributes, while Julio, well, he receives clean water. And these three actually hunt for other tributes, while these two work together for the day. Harada tries to spear a fish, which is interesting because it said that he made himself a wooden spear, so why is he using a trident? Who knows? Who knows? Japanese people do have their minds to think of what ideas they have, so I'm not going to question what Harada is doing. Anyway, Tony and Carlos De Leon talk about the tribute still alive, while Ruben takes out the Mexican legend minimum weight fighter Ricardo Lopez while he's sleeping. Unlucky for him. Mexican versus Mexican. Marvin Hagler and Mio Griffith and Benny cheerfully sing songs. Thomas Hearns tries to treat his infection while Archie sees a fire. Both father and son run into each other and they choose for the night. Great to see them reunite together. Ross screams for help. Harada begs for Chavez to kill him. Interesting. For some reason, he's accepting his faith as a samurai, only for Chavez to keep him alive. Anyway, Monzon quietly hums while these two tell stories about themselves. And Sadler, well, he just quietly hums. The Japanese legend diverts the greatest boxer of all time as he runs away. Griffith sprains his ankle while running away from Hagler. Reuben attacks Carlos, but he manages to escape. To be honest, these guys are definitely the dangerous fighters, so it just makes you wonder which one's going to come out alive. Who knows? Sandy tries to spear fish with a trident as well, and Leonard camouflages himself in the bushes while Ross tries to sleep through the entire day. Carlos collects fruit from a tree, and Archie makes a slingshot. Tony fishes. Thomas makes a wooden spear. And Purnell strangles Leonard. Damn. Anyway, Henry diverts Chavez's attention, and a couple more cannon shots are released. Not a lot of people are going out all the time, man. Barely few people are still alive. Sandy cooks his food out. Carlos passes out from exhaustion, and Armstrong sees a fire but stays hidden. Parnell sings himself to sleep. Reuben tends to his wounds while Chavez is unable to start a fire. And Tony shoots a poisonous blow dart to Emil Griffith's neck, ending the U.S. Islander a chance for a champion again. Dang. Marvin Hagler screams for help while Robinson screams for help. That's just great for them. Harada and Leon tell stories about themselves while Thomas injures Barney Ross, puts him out of his misery. Archie defeats Benny Leonard, but just spares his life, I guess. Julio Cesar Chavez makes a slingshot while Marvin chases Sandy. Carlos begs for Archie to kill him, and of course, Archie keeps him alive. For some reason, I don't know why Archie isn't trying to end any of the boxers' life, so I don't know what Archie's strategy here is to win this Hunger Games. Robinson stabs Purnell, which is actually surprising there to take some revenge out of that one. Carlo searches for firewood while Benny travels to higher ground. Thomas repeatedly stabs fighting Harada to death, ending the Japanese chance for a champion. Same with Henry Armstrong and Ruben, because both of them suffer their face by Tony taking out for her supplies and Ruben eating toxic berries. Damn. 6 tributes are gone from that one there, and man, there's still a few left. Sandy shoots an arrow, taking out the Mexican legend of Julio Cesar Chavez. Thomas sets up camp for the night while Tony and Marvin track down and take out Carlos Monzon. Benny attempts to start a fire and is unsuccessful. Oh, and Carlos severely injures Archie and leaves him to die, while Sugar Ray sees fire but stays hidden. Again, I don't know what Archie Moore's strategy was, but it wasn't really a good one. And the cornucopia is replenished with food, weapons, memories from the tribute's family, while Thomas decides not to go to the feast. Sugar Ray, Benny, Tony start fighting. Benny runs away with Robinson finishing off Tony for the win. Carlos takes a staff leaning in the cornucopia, because I guess no one gave nothing to him. Sandy decides not to go, just like Marvin. And by the end of day 5, we have Sugar running away from Carlos. While Benny repeatedly stabs Thomas Hearns, Marvin steals from Sandy while he isn't looking. Whew. And right there, oh, and it's not the end of the day yet, because Arena of Monkey Mutts fills the arena, and Benny Leonard survives with Marvin injuring Sandy, leaving him for the Monkey Mutts, while Carlos de Leon is pummeled to the ground by them. Sugar Ray Robinson survives. Dang, look at that. We had a night, we had a feast, we had a day, and an arena event. And now the day is over. Unbelievable. And we come to our final 3. Like, how many do we have? Yeah, look at that. Like, Sugar Ray just taking his time, and while Benny and Marvin are in the same district together, so sheesh. Just can't say how much you expected crazy stuff to happen. So, will the greatest boxer of all time take out the obvious? Will the greatest boxer in the northeast of the New England territories be the greatest? As people say he's the greatest of all time already? Or will the mama's boy actually come out and prove to take out the legends himself? We're going to have to wait and see, because these are 3 boxers that are somewhat the dangerous than you expect. So we come out to night 5, ladies and gentlemen. Competition comes. Sugar Ray thinks about home. These two run into each other and decide to truce. I don't think they care that they're in the same district. We come to day 6. Sugar Ray discovers a cave. Leonard receives medical supplies, which he needs. He really needs it. While Marvin explores the arena. We come to the end of that, and we come to night 6. Marvin destroys Robinson's supplies. Will Marvin defeat Robinson, considering he would have defeated Leonard if Leonard didn't take a long hiatus and cost Hagler a chance to defeat him early in his prime, which he should have. While Leonard starts a fire. We come to day 7. Marvin, for reasons why he would do that. But Sugar Ray keeps him alive, because I guess he wants to have a fair fight with him. Even after he destroyed his supplies. Why? Well, Leonard is picked by thorns while picking berries. Okay. Now we come to night 7, competition. Benny, Leonard, Marvin think about, still talking about the tribute still alive. And Robinson attempts to start a fire. Okay. Again. Okay, let's start all over again. Let's do this again. We come to day 8. Someone has to go. Leonard tries to sweep through the entire day, and both of them are hunting for their tributes. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is just not going well. Yeah. I have no idea what is going on here. Someone has to go. Can someone give us an arena event, for crying out loud? I really thought an arena event might come there. Alright, give us an arena event so this competition can end. Benny screams for help, Marvin dies from dysentery, and Sugar accidentally steps on a landmine. Wow. Just how stupid can you end competition like that? How stupid. Alright, well, Benny Leonard screams for help, but he doesn't need any more because he is the district champion greatest. I really don't matter. Okay. Um that's all I can say, guys. I have no idea what the end of that competition was, but I'm just gonna stay out of it for now. So yeah, if you take a look at the first 5 days, this is what we got here. And then we got the arena event that started it all, and yeah, nothing interesting at those days. Just we should have brought an arena event because that was the most ridiculous final days you can ever expected stupidity there. But anyway, guys, Benny Leonard is the champion. I debate that if you want to, but with that being said, thank you for watching this. If you guys got any suggestions, well, we might as well let me know. And with that being said, thanks for watching the Hunger Games for the greatest champions. But next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually gonna think about doing a simulation thing, which is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna start thinking about doing random simulations next time, just for the fun of it, just to save time from not editing this stuff. But with that being said, see you next time.